Hi there, folks. Simmon here. This is another game from the 2021 TAC Open Tournament. This time, me versus nitzel. And this is in round three. And this is my first match of round three. And I will be facing nitzel. And then my second match in round three is against Manatee. So both strong competitors. I should have a difficult time against each of them. So this is gonna be a tough one for sure, and I'm looking forward to the game. So let's jump right in to game one against nitzel in this 2021 TAC Open tournament. All right, and we're off. We're gonna be playing adjacent corners. He's going for that knight's opening. I'm going to use my odd opening off to the side. Even though he did knight's opening, I'm still going to be playing around it a little bit. And we'll see how this works out. He immediately plays up here at a4, cutting off my attempt for that vertical road. This is where I am going to drop my capstone. No, I'm going to wait for him to drop his capstone, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I really wanted to play it there, but if he does play up here or here, I am going to want to drop mine. He drops his, so I'm going to drop mine. I should have dropped mine at c3, but, you know, you do what you can. Okay, we're playing quickly here. He does come over and stop me on that road. I did make a threat, but he has made his own threat, and I am going to respond by making my own threat. Now he's probably going to want to come up with c1, and if he does that, I'm going to want a wall, whether it be at c1 or at d2. I'm not sure. I'm going to do it here at c1. Let's see what he does with that. And all right, interesting. I'm going to play here. So he comes down with the capstone. I'm going to play a flat right away. I probably should have filled in at d4 instead. Yeah, I like filling in at d4 better, but you do what you can. And he's kind of waiting for that. Yeah, I'm going to take it now. He'll probably smash. If he does, I'm bringing my cap over. He had a really solid position there. I don't like that. That is a dangerous stack. He is in a great position right now. He played up at b5. Okay. So this is so he can't make a vertical threat. He might play at d4 here. I know that's where I'm going to play on my next turn if he doesn't. Okay, so of course he does. Play over here at d1. Not a attack threat for either player at this moment. This is blitz. Yeah, we're both playing very quickly. I mean, he's well above the 15-second, and so am I. We're both well above that increment. Ooh. Good tack threat. Good tack threat with D5. It's sneaky for sure. Now I come across and I make my own tack threat while defending against his. So his sneaky tack threat, placing here, he can take this stack and bring it over, spreading, dropping one, two, dropping two, 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 and two of this 6 stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Or dropping 1, 2, 2 for the 5. So both of those are valid. So I came over, he comes across here. This is where I need to flat there. Because otherwise he would flat there and renew his threats. Here he is making threats yet again. I don't like all your threats here, Nitzel. Nitzel is really doing a number on me this game, that's for sure. So, let's see. If I come down with this, I make a tack threat, but he comes across and captures. I still like it. I still like the move. I still like the move. He is definitely in the lead in this game right now. And it's basically his game to lose. I say he's strongly in the lead. I am in the lead in terms of flats, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flats, with 2 Comius 13 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flats. So 10 to 13, he can get a +2 and then another like +2 move here pretty soon. So now I am forced to capture. He's going to come over with his capstone, and then I have to come down with mine. Oh, he didn't. Huh. Interesting. Alrighty. So he made a threat up top. I moved my stack upwards to stop his threat. Now he wants to capture over with that. So what do I want to do? He's got me. He's got me right now. Let's move it over. Sure, he can come up with that wall and do some damage. And the damage is not nice and I don't like it, but it doesn't completely kill me here. But yeah, he's still, I think, in control of this game, and it's going to take a lot for me to come back. And I think the moment when it started to go downhill was actually up here on like move 7. Let's see. No, it was on move here, on move 12. When I played at D2, I should have come up right away, or I should have come down with the cap. Something I should have done differently. But I think this move on D2 was a mistake. So back to the present. Nitzel's starting to take more time, making use of that extra time he's gotten from the increment at the beginning game, playing so quickly. I'm still way up on time as well, and I need to work on that. He's probably figuring out how he wants to spread this stack down. I wish I could open up PTN Ninja so I could look at all the ways I could do this. Okay. And not attack threat as of right now. Okay, do I come over now or do I wait? Do I place at A2 first or do I come over now? If I place at A2, where does he place? Up here? Over here? If he places at B5, I need to come left with my capstone, and then after he makes a placement or a capture, I'll place up at E6. I'm going to place at A2. It's risky, but I'm going for it. Him playing it, okay. Oh wait, crap. Don't give it to me if you don't want to. Wasn't a misclick. Just okay, he's taking it. And he takes the win. I should have moved the capstone. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking too far ahead. I had thought, okay, if he plays up here, I'll move my capstone, and then I can play up there, and that's I messed it up. So just me doing a little brain fart there instead of actually playing what I wanted to play, which was moving my capstone over. I didn't do it, and that, yeah, I'm really upset about that. All right, I'm really disappointed by that. Here we go with game 2. This time with me as white and Nitzel as black. All right, let's see what I can do here. Now I'm playing for... So he's got momentum. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. And so if I play here, he plays here or here and has a threat. So now it's my turn to play off to the side. I'm just going to place and place and place as much as I can. Hopefully I don't brain fart again. But yeah, just thinking ahead too far where you think, okay, first I'll do this and then I'll do this. And then you do that in the wrong order. You think you've already done the first move because you've been thinking about it so long that when the time finally comes time to move, you play the wrong one. So if I come over, and he throws a cap, I drop mine here. All right, how do I play this? I've got momentum. But I can easily lose here. I can easily lose. Yep. All right, if he comes up with the wall, I come up with my cap. Let's see how this plays out. I've got a threat here, playing here or tossing this stack over to the right. Either of those work. If he comes up with the wall, come down with the wall, I can come up with the capstone, and that retains that threat. I'll keep the threat, but he'll be able to stop it with the capstone spread. So we'll see how he plays this one. I was building off here because I could have gone around left as well instead of just vertical. So he's saying that was sneaky. Oh, goodness. Now I played here at C2 instead of E2 because now I can go for a dual threat. I can play at A2 if he wants to cut me off somewhere else. E2 is nicer and more direct for the vertical threat, but now that he came down with the wall, I can come over here for the horizontal threat and force some action in that direction first. So now I can come up with D1 plus onto D2, and that's a horizontal threat. Granted, he's very close to a threat himself, so I need to be careful about that, but... Ooh, all right. If I come left, he'll come up for sure. No, I don't want to do that. If I come down, he'll move this. He'll place a flat there. And then I'll be forced to come back up. And that's a weaker position, I think. If I capture, he'll come up, and then he can spread right or left and be fine. I don't like that. I'm doing this one anyway. Just as I thought. Let's move that wall up. He was making attack threat here, and so I had to cut that off somehow. And now... So I'm making this capture, even though it looks terrible, because he wants to come up here on the next turn and liberate the captives, make his road threat. If I capture here first, he can't do that. He can't immediately road if I smash the wall. And so now I'm able to make this road threat and be able to smash the wall if I need to. Now, I can also now make this threat by capturing down or by placing it at E6. So I have some options here. And now I'm forcing him to make captures in order to stop my threats. But he's still in a really strong position, and I don't like it. That's the move I was hoping he would not make, as a matter of fact. And let's do that, shall we? I'm really close to being in a good position, but being close to a good position doesn't really help me out that much. I'd have to actually be in a good position. And at this point, I was expecting him to actually place up at b6 first. I think playing at b6 first would have been a much better play for him. So now he's got a few things to think about. I can make my next threat by capturing over on a b5, or I can spread this capstone stack down and capture that big stack. He decided he didn't want me to capture that big stack, so he captured the big stack. Now I've renewed my threat. I don't think you're an idiot there, Nitzel. Unless I could have won, in which case... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 7 in this stack. He can leave a black, black, white here. Or he can leave a white behind here, like black, white, black, black, if he wanted to mess me up. I'm doing this anyway. Just gonna place. Even though he can come up and capture, he can place a wall, he can do any of those things. I'm placing instead. I'm making this capture, which is weird and probably a bad move. Now he's got attack threat. In 2 directions. And I can stop both of them with that capture. And also make my own attack threat. I'm hoping to set up a double threat where, so I've got this horizontal line here. I'm really wanting to be able to play it at E2, which goes for this horizontal threat, and then he can block that somehow. Wait, what is this? That is a tack threat. In the horizontal direction. he may be putting me in like a tenuous situation here in the next couple moves. So we'll see how that works out. I blocked his tack threat, and I'm hoping to maybe capture onto c4 and force something, because I could come left or I could come down for the threat. I don't know. I'm trying to do something tricky here, but me trying to do something tricky is probably going to make me lose. That seems to be how that works out in the past, at least. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So he wouldn't be able to win if he came over left. Yeah, if he came left, he wouldn't be able to win on the next turn. It would be a tack threat, but I'd be able to come over onto c4 and stop the immediate threat. He could renew it very quickly, but I'd be able to take c4 and stop the threat. And make my own, a two-pronged threat, which is always nice. That is a tack threat from him. In the horizontal direction. Okay. I stopped his threat. I'm making one of my own. He's going to want to capture here. I'll want to capture there. Because he needs to capture. If he captures up onto c6 with his c5 stack, I'm going straight over here to c4. Hopefully he doesn't see the throw downward. Hopefully he just sees the left and then drops a wall here on a4. This is by no means tenue, but I mean, it's a decent threat. And I'll take a decent threat. I've got a lot of liabilities in there and in there and here. Like, he's got a lot of room to move around, and he missed the direct threat. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh man, that was tough. At least he brain farted also, and it wasn't just me. Swapping brain farts. Oh goodness. All right. Well, that didn't go as well as I was hoping it would. But You know what? I'll take it. Nitzel is a very strong player. All right, maybe we shouldn't be calling it swapping farts. That's kind of gross. What is that? Anyway, um, I know I started it with this, but still, um, I'm disappointed that I lost the first game because I feel like I could have come back and won that one if I just hadn't basically played my thoughts out of order. So I am pretty bummed about that one. But I am pleased that I was at least able to win this second game, even though I was not playing it well at all. So, that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the description below for all things TAC, specifically the Discord server, which is the community hub, and it has all sorts of things that you would want to know. All sorts of TAC resources and FAQs are all in there in that Discord server. Also, it's where you can find people to play with online on playtac.com. Also, you can play with them online straight in the Discord itself asynchronously. That's right, a correspondence game where you don't have time limits like these. Not that apparently it matters for me since I'm always crazy on time, but you can play with just one move a day if you want to, and just play those little as you go. You can play multiple games against multiple people at the same time. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to get some TAC in when maybe you're short on time and you only have a few minutes a day. So get out there, play some TAC, and until next time, have a great day and happy TACking.